Welcome to Retirement Talk, the show that gives you wealth strategies that actually work, and they work for you. So today we're going to talk about Social Security. Is it going to be there when you need it to be? A lot of talk out there about Social Security. It's running out of money. By the year 2033 or 2035, they're going to have to discontinue paying you the full amount. They may have to reduce it by 30% or something like this. These are the things that are out there, and it's not just talk. That actually is found on a Social Security statement that you can look at. And so there's a lot of fear out there about are they using that money for other things? And is it, you've got all these people leaving the workforce, putting so not as much money being put into it. And a lot of people, my age and older, that are now relying on that money. And we got a lot of people pulling money out and not a lot of people putting in. So Dan, I know we get that question a lot. Is Social Security going to be there? Because we've always called it the cornerstone of your retirement plan.
Yeah, the foundation, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of reasons why people are concerned. One, they keep changing the age of full retirement out to a later date. Mm-hmm. One, because the money's not there to support people at those ages, and people are living longer. Right? So when Social Security was first created, mm-hmm. and you would get it at age 65, you retired, you had the pension, got the gold watch. Then people would retire, draw their Social Security, sit on the porch for 3 years, rock back and forth, and then they dropped over dead. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was literally like that. And so the Social Security system was raking in money just due to life expectancy alone, people not living that long when it was first created. Now, mm-hmm. we know people are living much, much longer. And so there is a fear that it might run out. And when you said on that paper, and it's there on the Social Security statement, mm-hmm. by the year 2035, X amount of dollars will be able to be paid, 79 cents for every dollar is basically what they say. Mm-hmm. It used to be 2042. Mm-hmm. And then it was 2040, and then 2037. Now it's 2035. So mm-hmm. anyone who's paying attention to that is looking at that going, hey, these dates are getting closer and closer and closer. I wonder if it's going to run out. That's why there's a big fear surrounding Social Security and the sustainability of it.
Yeah, and it's your money. You put that money into it. This isn't some government plan where they just, out of the goodness of their heart, are going to pay you Social Security because you're a U.S. citizen or something. This is your money that you put in, that your company you worked for matched that money all those years. And so it's your money, so you don't want it to run out. Now, here's the truth. We don't really see it running out. Now, there will be changes, just like there have been already, to it to kind of make it last longer. If Social Security just went away, then think of the millions of retired aged families that literally would go under. Or then they would have to rely on food stamps, which is a government program that they would have to provide some type of means to keep them alive. And the retirement age people, they get out and vote. And I'm just not seeing them just sit idly by if all of a sudden this money that they paid into for 35 or 40 years just went away. We don't see it going away. But Dan, some of the great strategies that we've seen over the past, they've kind of been eliminated out of it. And the age will probably continue to go up when the Social Security. So if you've got kids that are teenagers or maybe you're 20, 30, 40 years old, chances are before you get there, then you're going to be reaching for it and they're going to change the goalposts and they're going to be out further.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I put a couple statistics behind it. Think about this. Okay, I think this is interesting. I haven't heard anybody really talk about this, maybe one or two people. So tell me what you think about it. There are 70 million boomers retiring, right? Mm. So there is the largest generation to ever retire, leaving the workforce, now going on a Social Security system that we know is strained, right? And that's the concern, that's the fear. Here's the data point they don't tell you. There's 120 million millennials to follow entering the workforce now contributing new tax dollars to support this 70 million. So we hear about the 70 million people that are retiring. Yes, that's the biggest number ever, but we have the largest generation, which is not the boomers, it is the millennials. And I can tell you this, we have a lot of millennials working for us.
Yeah, we do.
I know a lot of friends of mine that have millennial children, and they're not coming out of college, most of them, just making peanuts. Most of my clients go, man, my kids, they're already better off than I am.
Right.
Which means they're out there making money, supporting the economy in ways that the previous generations really weren't doing. So that's a big one. The millennials to support the 70 million. And here's one, the second one. It's the federal government, and they have a printing press downstairs, and they can just print as much money as they want. Now, that comes with higher taxes and inflation, but the reality is the government has ways to continue to support this system just through the sheer means of the printing press, taxes. But the big fact is the millennials that are going to be there to also support that. So that's huge. But should we just rely on Social Security income to support our retirement? The answer to that is absolutely no. We don't believe that Social Security alone can support a retirement.
Yeah, I mean, the best case scenario would be to set up a plan of retirement and investing as if that was just kind of, the frosting on the cake, or the gravy on your turkey dinner, that you didn't have to have it, but it was nice to have it. But again, try to set up a strategy where that would just be extra money. But again, we feel like it's going to be there. The best thing to do, though, is plan as if, what if it wasn't? Is there a way that I can still be secure and have a retirement and be okay regardless? And one of the best things that you can do is to make sure that you pay off as much debt as possible, and hopefully all debt, so that when you go into retirement, you're a lean, mean fighting machine. And so you don't need as much money coming from other sources. But again, this is a great topic, Dan. We hear a lot about this, Social Security. Thanks for watching our show. Be sure to subscribe to get our latest episodes. And if you need more information, you can always turn to retirementtalk.com.